Hello, my name is Olivia Hatcher and I will be demonstrating how to make dairy-free tzatziki dip. We're going to start with a clean surface, clean cutting board, and apron, and washed hands, so we don't contaminate our dish and get everyone sick, possibly. I am making this dish because my sister-in-law has children who are very allergic to dairy, and she's been pregnant for like the last 3 years straight, it seems like, nursing mother, so she hasn't had dairy for almost 3 years because of that. So I started coming up with different recipes, modifying recipes, looking at different ingredients you can use instead of dairy, and I was actually really surprised that there are a lot of different ingredients you can use. And all the ones I'm going to use today are actually found in, I got them at Super One, but they're also found at Safeway and Walmart. Limited at Walmart, but alright, so I'm going to start with a mixture of dairy-free sour cream, which it's called, the brand is Fruity, and it's soy based, but I found that it's the consistency that we want for our dip. There's also dairy-free yogurt. It's plain yogurt, but if you're making it with dairy, you have more options, so I would go with Greek yogurt. This is a Greek dish. So I'm going to pour the 2 cups of dairy-free sour cream / plain yogurt into my bowl. Next, I'm going to add the cucumber. I like to use the English cucumber because it has less seeds. The seeds that are in it are smaller. I tend to take the seeds out anyway. Some people don't mind them, some people mind them. If you're having people over, it's best to take the seeds out because it irritates some people's teeth and maybe they have texture issues. So it's best to use with no seeds, so I'm going to add this cucumber to my mixture, which I left the chunks bigger because I like the crunch when I'm eating it. Some people puree it, the mixture, when they're all done, but I like the crunch, so I'm going to leave it there. I also wanted to point out the fact all the water that accumulates when you leave the seeds in. Cucumber is mainly water. There's not a whole lot to cucumber besides the water. So I don't know if you can see it. Try and zoom in, but it is just covered. I cut it about 10 minutes ago, and it's just coated in perspiration and condensation. I don't know if cucumbers perspire, but that's just a good demonstration of why we take the seeds out. Next, I have fresh organic dill that I've chopped and added a little bit of olive oil so that it brings out the flavors while it's waiting to go into the dish. So I'm going to add that next. And there are 2 tablespoons. Stir that a little bit. And next I have grated lemon zest. This is a zester. This is something that I just really enjoy. Most people throw away the zest. Lemon, lime, orange. There's a lot of vitamin C that you can get more from the peel than the pleasant stuff on the inside that everyone loves. So I grated half a lemon, and it is right here, and I'm going to add that. And I also squeezed the juice from the lemon after I zested it. You want to do it afterwards, otherwise you might cut your fingers. It's kind of floppy, so you'll want to pour that after. And another thing I like to put in mine is, see all this pulp from the lemon? I like to put that in there too because it gives it that extra zing, and I just really love lemon. So if you're having people over, or this is strictly for children, you don't have to use as much lemon because it might be off-putting. It's a very strong flavor. Stir that in. And I also have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Acts as our emulsifier. Kind of hold it all together, and it's nice Mediterranean flavors. We're just embracing the Greek of the dish. So I'm going to stir that in. And if you have high cholesterol, I know it's a healthy heart fat, but if you have issues with oils, you don't have to put as much in. You can just you can even put half in. But I'm doing it for the flavor and for the emulsifier, so I added 2 tablespoons. Next I have salt and pepper mixture, a teaspoon of each, and mix that in there. If you like it stronger, I know the salt, it really plays on the lemon flavor and the dill. So after you get it all mixed and you taste it, maybe find it needs a little bit more salt. But this is for the average person here. If you like to kick it up a little, you can add some more salt. And the best ingredient is our fresh garlic. That's a huge component. We got our dill, we have our recipe calls for Greek yogurt. We're making it dairy-free, so we have plain, but the Greek yogurt with the dill and the fresh cucumber, these are all very Mediterranean flavors. When doing research for this project, I actually discovered that tzatziki sauce and dip is also used a lot in Arabia and the Middle East. They do a lot of yogurt dips. I can see how they would do that. They nice and cool, and nice cool flavors, and that would be nice somewhere that it's a million degrees. But it's not limited just to Greek. This is also an Arabian dish. So this is a fun dip you can have for parties. You can dip it in veggies. You can use it on tacos. You can put it on a sandwich. You can see the consistency. It's pretty runny right now. After it refrigerates with the Greek and the sour cream, dairy or non-dairy, it actually acts to thicken it up once it's cooled. And you can, if you need to, if you would like it for a sauce, I like this even over pasta. You can put it over salad, but if you're going to use it in a dish you want it more runny consistency, you can add soy milk. I wouldn't recommend almond milk, that might be a little plain, but just to get the right texture, the right consistency. If you are using it for a thicker sauce, like a dip for chips or vegetables, I would recommend using a little bit more sour cream. So this was my demonstration on how to make dairy-free food delicious. You can utilize your herbs and your spices, play off your, the foods you're already going to put on, make sure you're using them to the best you can, and enjoy what you're making.